29 individuals accused of orchestrating and inciting violence during last week's protest were on Monday arraigned in court across Nairobi, that's in Kiambu and Nyandarua, to face charges linked to the June 25th demonstration. In Nairobi, 3 prominent activists were presented before court and will remain in custody until Wednesday, when a ruling on their bail application is expected. And as Citizen TV's Ben Kirui now reports, drama unfolded at the Kibra Law Courts just before the hearing as fellow activists packed the courtroom and broke into freedom songs, a defiant show of solidarity that briefly disrupted proceedings in other courts.
They broke into liberation songs inside the Kibra Law Courts just moments before the case against the 3 detained activists was set to begin. The chants echoed through the corridors, disrupting proceedings in neighboring courtrooms and prompting High Court Judge Diana Kavedza to intervene and restore order.
This is a court of law. And how do we know, how do we behave when we go to any court in the country? We keep quiet because we respect the crown. It is always silence in court, isn't it? Yes. I am actually urging you that as you stand here, you will get justice. This is a court of justice.
The vocal show of solidarity came after a delay in producing the suspects John Mulingwa Nzau, also known as Garang, Mark Amiani, popularly referred to as Generali, and Francis Mutunge Mwangi, Elias Chebukati. Despite their eventual arrival, the chants continue to reverberate through the courtroom.
Viva fighters, viva! Viva fighters, viva! Viva fighters, long live!
The trio is accused of involvement in violent arrest that erupted during anti-government protest on June 25th. Authorities arrested them on the night of June 27th aboard a bus bound for Mombasa. Prosecutors allege the men were attempting to flee justice and are seeking 21 days to detain them further as investigations continue. They face multiple charges, including arson, theft, and malicious damage to property.
We urge you to find that the prosecution has established sufficient basis. In other words, appropriate justification for this court to order that each of the respondents is held further to enable us complete our investigations.
However, defense lawyers maintain their clients are innocent, describing them as well-known human rights defenders with no links to the alleged offences.
I have had a laughable argument that has been made that they were caught in a bus going to Mombasa and they were fleeing. Fleeing from what? Your Honor, that paragraph of the affidavit must indicate that these individuals were called and told they were persons of interest, and because of that information, they got into a bus to flee. Mombasa is not Miami. It is within the jurisdiction of this country and this court. There are courts in Mombasa.
I'm asking you very respectfully, rise to the occasion. Show that you are not an ordinary mind. Show that you are strong intellectually, and save Kenya. Kenya could easily be put on fire.
A ruling on the Directorate of Criminal Investigations request to detain 3 activists is expected on July 2nd, 2025, before Kibra Magistrate Mercy Kahuya. Meanwhile, in Nyandarua County, 18 out of 19 individuals arrested during the All-Kalau protest are also awaiting their fate. Chief Magistrate Judy Castor Ndhuko is scheduled to rule on Tuesday on whether they will be granted bail. At one point, the investigating officer struggled to explain how a 16-year-old student from Huruma Secondary School was detained in the same police cell with adults. The court ordered his unconditional release, but he is expected to appear in court again tomorrow. In Kiambu, 7 individuals were arraigned at the Kiambu Law Courts in connection with the violent demonstrations of June 25th. They are facing a range of criminal charges including arson, robbery with violence, shop breaking, and theft. The court ordered that the suspects be detained for 7 days to allow police to complete investigations. Ben Kirui, Citizen TV, Nairobi.